Sponsored by
Aviation.
Good evening and warm welcome to the State of Business on Now Television. I'm Chaman Fernando. Let's have a look at the headlines. Government is an effort of removing the bankruptcy label, President assets. Officials seeks way to means to reduce the long queues at the Immigration Department, Controller General says. Now the news in detail. President Ranil Wickremesinghe says that the government is making all the efforts to accelerate the debt restructuring process in order to remove the bankruptcy label from the country before September. The president made this assurance at the opening ceremony of the Aranayaka Asupini Ella water scheme project, which provides drinking water to 135 Grama Seva division in Kegal district.
දැන් අපි ණය වෙලා තියෙන රටවල් හා ණය වෙලා තියෙන පුද්ගලයන් සමාගම් එක්ක අපි දැන් විශේෂයෙන්ම සාකච්ඡා කරන්නට තියෙන්නේ. ඒ ගමම්ම අපි පෙන්වන්න ඕනේ අපේ ආදායම් වැඩි වෙනවා කියලා. අපි ලෑස්ති කියලා ආදායම් එකතු කරලා දෙන්න. ඉතින් ඒ අවස්ථාවට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. දැන් අපි සාකච්ඡා වලට යන්න තියෙනවා. එයාගෙන් සාකච්ඡා කරන අපිට ගන්න පුළුවන් සහනේ මොකද්ද මේ ආර්ථික නැගලා ගන්න. එහෙනම් යම් කිසි විදියකට අපි දුන්නේ ණය අඩු කරනවද නැත්නම් ණය ගෙවන කාලේ වැඩි කරනවද මේ ප්‍රශ්න සියල්ලම අපිට සාකච්ඡා කරන්න තියෙනවා. අපේ විදේශ ණය බර තියෙන නිසා කොහොමද මේ විදේශ ණය සහනයක් ගන්න අඩු කරන්නේ. ඒ වගේම අපිට පෙන්වන්න ඕනේ අපේ දේශීය ණයත් විශාල බරක් තියෙනවා. දේශීය ණයෙන්ුත් අපි කොහොමද මේ සහනයක් ගන්නෙ කොහොමද කියන්නේ විදේශ ණයයි දේශීය ණයයි දෙකම ප්‍රතිව්‍යුහගත කරන්නේ. ඉතින් මෙතන තමයි අපි දැන් සැලසුම් සකස් කරගෙන යන්නේ. අපි අමාරු තත්වයක ඉන්නේ. ඒත් මේ සාකච්ඡාව අවසන් වුණාම අපිට පුළුවන් බංකොලොත් භාවය නැති කරන්න. මම බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ අපිට පුළුවන් වෙයි කියලා ජූලි අගෝස්තු මාසෙදී මේ වැඩ කටයුතු අවසන් කරන්න. මේ වැඩ කටයුතු අවසන් කළා අපි සැප්තැම්බර් වෙන්න ඉස්සෙල්ලා ආපහු මේ බංකොලොත් භාවයෙන් ඉවත් වෙන්න. ඉතින් අපි දැනට තියෙන්නේ අපේ ගිවිසුම පාර්ලිමේන්තුවෙන් සම්මත කරා. දැන් අපිට තියෙන්නේ ඊළඟ පියවර ගන්න. ඉතින් ඒ ඊළඟ පියවර ගන්න මං හිතන්නේ අපි ඔක්කොම එකට එකතු වෙලා මේ වැඩ කටයුත්ත කරන්න පුළුවන්.
The ambassador of the Kingdom of Netherlands to Sri Lanka, Bonik Harbok, said that the government, with its reform program, is allowing equal opportunity of business to thrive in the country. The ambassador said this while speaking at the Kegal Aranayaka Asupini Ella water scheme clean water project, which is partly funded and engineered by the Kingdom of Netherlands on Saturday.
And build this amazing project which will allow more than about 170,000 people to get uninterrupted water access. A project that cost 81 million euros. But it was not only about the design and the working together. This project was very much also about sharing knowledge and allowing others to benefit from the project as well. This project and the way Dutch companies worked in the past and now is to transfer knowledge and ensure that something is being left behind. Co-creation is all about allowing access to equal opportunities. And that is what I think the President is doing at the moment with the reform program, allowing equal opportunities for businesses to come and invest, co-create opportunities together, co-create solutions for problems that arise in this country. And I'm very proud to see Dutch companies and Dutch investors coming in to work together with Sri Lankan companies, Sri Lankan expertise, working towards a better future, knowledge exchange, and allowing the Sri Lankan people to benefit and prosper in return.
Foreign Ministry Ali Sabri condemned and rejected the statement issued by the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau on Sri Lanka recently. The Foreign Minister expressed this to the Canadian High Commissioner Eric Walsh when he was summoned to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs on the 19th of this month. The Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau had issued a statement last week condemning the Sri Lankan Armed Forces' action during the country's 30-year civil war. Minister Sabri stated that the political motivated statement divisive and was issued for domestic political consumption in Canada. He said Sri Lanka vehemently rejects this unsubstantiated allegation of genocide relating to the country's almost 3 decades of terrorist conflict perpetuated by the LTTE. He observes that the inaccurate and provocative allegations in the statement will lead to polarizing Sri Lankans at the particular juncture. He highlights the negative effects of the statement, especially at a time when the government is working towards economic stability, peace and reconciliation for all ethnicities. He emphasized that arbitrary and erroneous use of genocide on Sri Lanka is driven by a small section of politically motivated anti-Sri Lanka elements in the diaspora with the separatist agenda. The minister said that as a long-standing bilateral partner, Sri Lanka would urge the cooperation of the Canadian government and encourage a mutually supportive relationship between the two countries. He urged the Canadian government to constructively engage the community of Sri Lankan heritage in Canada to work towards realizing the common objectives on inclusive development and sustainable peace. Stay tuned. We will return after this commercial break.
Connect with the National Business Directory by SLT Mobitel. We are connecting businesses with their existing and potential customers to reach heights, helping at every point. Getting your business listed with the directory locally is the foundation of local SEO and the first step to acquiring more customers. Your true local search empowered through printed directory, digital directory, mobile app, ebook, call center 1212. SLT Mobitel, the connection.
Back. The Colombo stock market suffered a week of continued losses, putting an end of hopes of winning a streak stemming from the week before. The food, beverage and tobacco sector and the capital goods sector were the major contributors to the market turnover. The active S&P SL20 lost 109.5 points or 4.23%, and the benchmark ASPI dipped by 210.8 points or 2.36%. In the previous week, the Colombo Bros gained for the first time since mid-March. Turnover this week averaged 694 million rupees as against 669 million rupees last week. Asia Securities Index week on a negative note as the market witnessed another subdued session on Friday. Overall, 58 stocks closed in green while 108 ended with losses. Foreigners recorded a net inflow of 27.5 million rupees. The surrounding uncertainties of the DDR strategies, along with the ongoing DDO discussion that are yet to be finalized by the CBSL, made the investors take a wait-and-see approach. Turnover was recorded as 524.5 million rupees, aided by the food, beverage and tobacco sector 52%, banking sector 21% and sector 21% respectively. The food, beverage and tobacco sector was the top contributor to the market turnover, whilst the sector index lost 2.07%. The capital goods sector was the second highest contributor to the market, whilst the sector index decreased by 0.56%. The Immigration and Immigration Department announces that the system of issuing passports will be renewed with effect from the beginning of next month. The Immigration and Immigration Department Controller General ISHJ Ilukpitia revealed to this media recently. The move comes after people who have come from countrywide expressed their displeasure over not having a fair system to issue passports. They claim that the department officials and third-party individuals were involved in backhanded activities to avoid long queues, while the majority of them were waiting for days. The Controller General said work is underway to issue passport via a new system from next month. It was mentioned the public can submit their application online and give their biometrics at provincial councils from 1st June, allowing the department of streamline the procedure to issue passports. As per the Controller General, the streamlined process will allow applicants to receive the passport within 3 days of submission. However, those going through the normal procedure will receive the passport via post within 2 weeks. He said the move will help to ease the number of footfall to head office daily. The Commissioner General also emphasized not to pay an additional amount to any third party to obtain the passport and to inform the department of such individuals. Sri Lankan Ambassador to China Dr. Palitha Kohona said Sri Lankan tea industry could benefit from the modernization similar to the Chinese tea industry. The ambassador said this while delivering a speech at the Belt and Road International Tree Trading Forum, Hefeng County, China recently. The event was held at Hubei in Hefeng Country as over 700,000 hectares of tended tea gardens. The meeting was attended by tea experts, senior government and party officials, tea traders and diplomats, Ambassador Kohona. The ambassador underlined the continuing significance of the tea industry to Sri Lanka. Dr. Palitha Kohona said that the major agricultural commodity provides employment directly or indirectly to over 10% of Sri Lanka's workforce. He added that tea is a key foreign exchange earner, contributed significantly to government revenues, and Dr. Kohona mentioned that the modernization of the tea industry contributed significantly to the success of China's rural revitalization program. He emphasized rapid modernization of Sri Lanka's tea industry through digitization could bring dramatic changes to levels of the workforce. The ambassador further added China's insatiable thirst for tea could provide Sri Lanka's high quality with the lucrative and expanding market. Stay tuned for the stock update.
Connect with SLT Rainbow Pages, your true local surge.
Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on negative notes today. The all-share price index dropped 105.58 points to close at 8,611.38, and the S&P SL 20 dropped 44.09 points to close at 2,434.31. The turnover was 0.6 billion rupees and over 27 million shares were traded. Up next are Forex rates. That's all our news for today. For this and more, subscribe our channel on YouTube, follow us on Facebook. Take care and good night.